my question is, why should Portsmouth taxpayers accept any more cuts to their services? But what I'd also like to have seen, and perhaps say more on, is local government reorganisation, which seems to have kind of been missed out of some of those communications, because I think that's really where the key issue is. And there are benefits to local government reorganisation. I don't think anyone is disputing that, kind of simplifying the way things are done, being more efficient, saving money if it can be done in a way that doesn't directly impact on jobs and services, is a good thing. The finances speak for themselves. We know we're talking about a £67 million day one deficit. Now, we've heard today that may not be quite £67 million because there may be cuts and job losses in a couple of years to come, which reduce that down a bit. And even if it's not reduced all the way down to zero, we could have exceptional financial assistance. So Portsmouth could be in the bizarre position where the government is bailing out what was a financially stable council as a result of its own policies. But that exceptional financial assistance wouldn't rebalance the books anyway, because that would be, as I understand it, a one-off payment towards that year's budget, and then next year and next year again, you're going to have the same problems. So my question is, why should Portsmouth taxpayers accept any more cuts to their services? It's not what people voted for. On no return to austerity, something like £67 million being taken from the budgets of the councils in Portsmouth and surrounding area sounds a lot like austerity to me. And we know that will fall on people's heads, and it will be the poorest and the vulnerable that pay the price. But it won't just be those people, because all those other services that are deemed non-statutory, i.e. the council hasn't got a legal duty to do it in Portsmouth, they will be first on the chopping block. So things like the libraries, the museums, the community wardens, all those things that people really value, but maybe government doesn't say to councils, you legally have to do this, it's a nice little extra, potentially all of them will be gone, or certainly a significant number of them. And who voted for this? I don't think any of us did, but I think there is an alternative. If you look at the amount of wealth there is in this city, in this region, in this country, you could raise money. If you implemented a wealth tax of just 1% on wealth of the millionaires and the billionaires, just 1% of their wealth, that would raise £15 billion a year. That could fill the budget deficits of all the councils across the country, increase their budgets in real terms, and quadruple the social housing new build budget, resulting in an extra 100,000 generally affordable homes every year. Now, what real difference would that make to people in Portsmouth? What help would that give to community tensions when people are no longer having to struggle just to get by, to pay the rent and find somewhere decent to call home? So there is always an alternative. There is always a fairer and more equitable way of doing things, and we don't need to be doomed to a future of cuts, inequality and social unrest. But that's exactly where we're heading unless we change course soon.
Follow or subscribe for more.